What's going on, guys? It is Aiden Hutchinson.
What's up, man? It's your boy Amon-Ra St. Brown.
What's up, everybody? It's Calvin Johnson Jr. here, a.k.a. Megatron, a.k.a. First Ballot.
What's going on, Coach Dan at Lions Talk Live and the Dew Crew? This is Ballhawk Fatima, the founder of the Detroit Lions. Everybody make sure you help support the YouTube channel Lions Talk Live by clicking that like and subscribe button. Let's get it and go Detroit.
Greetings and salutations to everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Dan Skipper, offensive weapon for the Detroit Lions. Make sure you all help support Lions Talk Live and Coach Dan by clicking on that like and subscribe button. Everybody, woo!
Well, greetings and salutations, everybody out there in YouTube land. I am your host once again, Dan Thornton, and I want to thank you all for joining us here today. Hey, it is game day. It feels good to have the Lions return to the field, and I think we're all pumped up for a chance to beat down the Chicago Bears once again. We're going to look at this game, kind of break it down a little bit, and go into a little bit of a rooting guide, go through today's stuff, some playoff scenarios. We've got a little bit of a show planned for you guys all today, so let's get into that. Real quick, though, if I want to give a thanks to everybody. Hey, it is the holiday season, right? So I want to give a thanks. Last night I went to bed. We needed, I don't know, whatever it was, like 100 subs more to hit 12,000. Today I woke up and we're over 12,000 subs. So for all those who have decided to tolerate me, my murdering of the English language and all things in between, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart to yours, hey, thank you very much for all you guys do to help out with this channel. Also, real quick, if you have a half second of time, hit that subscribe button. I guess now we can say the march is on for 13,000 subs. We got to get to 12,100, and we're about 84 away from that, if I'm not mistaken with my morning math. Last, but if you can, also hit that like button, and we try to get every video between 200 to 300, 400 or more thumbs up or like. So if you have a half second of time, it is free of charge. It doesn't cost you a penny. Reach on down and hit that like button. Last but not least, if you are considering in the upcoming year or even still this year looking to buy or sell property, give me a call or shoot me a text. I've been in the industry for over 30 years as far as real estate, help you buy commercial property, vacant land, a new house, sell your house anywhere in the state of Michigan. Give me a call or shoot me a text. You now see the number on the screen, 269-998-2384. Let's see if I can save you some money, make the process easier, stress-free, and you know what, get you a great deal on whatever you may be pursuing. If you're outside the state of Michigan, you can still contact me. I just got to do things a little bit differently. But give me a call or shoot me a text. Shoot me a carrier pigeon if you want. Just, I'll get to you as quick as possible. All right, with all that out of the way, let's get this show rolling and going. It is game day, and who isn't ready to beat down the Chicago Bears? Let's get into the first topic of the day, and that is 5 headlines now. All right, 5 glorious headlines now, and yes, it does get a little bit harder to find 5 good headlines on a game day just because usually Saturdays don't produce too many. We do have a few, though, for you guys. We're going to start this off and just get this one out of the way. 8 Lions waive Brandon Joseph hours after arrest, story by Eric Woodyard, of ESPN. I wasn't really going to go with it yesterday when I did the breaking news video of it just because some details why they're out there, they were kind of unconfirmed, and I didn't want to put something like that out there without knowing the full details. But now that it has been corroborated, at least to a higher level, we could say, Detroit Lions waived second-year safety Brandon Joseph on Sunday, hours after he was arrested for suspicion of operating under the influence. Joseph was arrested around 1:47 a.m. on Saturday in Dearborn Heights, Michigan. Police there confirmed to ESPN. Officers said they observed him driving through the city at a high rate of speed. During a car stop, officers noticed signs of alcohol use and conducted preliminary tests with reasonable and probable cause. He was arrested and detained based on that before being released roughly 6 hours later. So I'm not going to do a big thing on this, but it's too bad because I think the guy's got a lot of talent. Yes, when we're all younger, we make mistakes. I mean, heck, man, I'm in my 50s now, and I can say this: I still make mistakes. But thoughts and prayers for him as an individual. Hopefully, this is something that doesn't define him. Hopefully, he rises from the occasion, and just makes himself a better person from it. And hopefully, he can continue his NFL career somewhere, whether it be here or wherever it may be in the future. So thoughts and prayers for him and his family, especially in the holiday season. All right, moving on from that one, let's get down to more pertinent things with today's games. Hey, Chicago Bears and Detroit Lions, who wins and why? Story by Gene Chamberlain of the Chicago Bears on SI.com. Wanted to try to bring in somebody that, at least a story, an analyst or whatever you want to say, a reporter who wasn't tied to Detroit. Just get some different views on things. So we're going to go to this one. Chris Broussard says there's no chance the Bears upset the Lions. Quote, Dan Campbell's going to have them ready to send a message to the rest of the league. And on the other hand, Chicago's defeated. All right. So Chris Broussard has that. Albert Breers said the Bears haven't scored a first half a point since November 24th. It has been a minute for the Chicago Bears. David O'Malley says, laughing out loud, yeah, hire an offensive coach like Ben Johnson, then watch the defense regress to the point where they can't stop a nosebleed. Ben Johnson isn't the answer. So who knows? Maybe Chicago will not come after our glorious offensive coordinator. Next thing up is going to be Bears running versus Detroit Lions run defense. Hey, we get it. McNeil's going to be out. It's a huge blow, massive blow. Nothing he can do to change that at this point. But the rest of the Lions defensive line, we can say this. Alquin Muhammad, he's done pretty good. I do think Levi Onwuzurike, while he's not going to be a Lee McNeil, I think he's going to fill in pretty good, especially DJ Reader next to him. Hopefully DJ Reader does better than he did last week. It was not a good week for him. Zadarius Smith has been pretty stable. I will say, if you want to look at it from like a trade standpoint, Marcus Davenport, Zadarius Smith, I think the Lions have gotten definitely better there versus those two. Yes, you've taken a decline now with McNeil and Aiden Hutchinson out, but nothing you can do about it. You got to Scooby-Doo this thing and move on from that. I do think as far as the Bears running attack, the Lions run defense, I think it's kind of even. I don't really think there's an advantage or disadvantage one way or the other. I think the Lions are going to do pretty well, though. Bears passing versus Lions pass defense. Right now, at least on paper, I'll say there's potentially a Bears advantage just because you got to get more pressure on the quarterback. Now, could AG blitz through this and create more pressure? Yes, and that is what I'm anticipating these last three games. The other aspect is until we see something out of Emmanuel Mosley, Meek Robinson, or whoever's going to fill in for Carlton Davis, right now I'm going to say that's a big question mark for the team. Again, I think some of these guys can rise to the occasion and do well, but we've got to see them do that. Let's see, Lions running versus Bears run defense. I think it's Lions all day long. Dexter's possible return for the Bears would be a huge boost for them. I don't know if he is going to return yet. The other part is, will he be able to come in and kind of get back to the form he had prior? We'll wait and see. Yes, David Montgomery is going to be out. He's going to be out the rest of the regular season games, but I do think the Lions, between Gibbs and other guys in the running back room, I think they're going to have a pretty good day out there. Of course, doesn't matter what I think. It matters what you can do. Lions passing versus Bear defense, I think this is edge Lions all day long. The first half on Thanksgiving against the Bears, Lions were unstoppable. And then the second half happened. I'm going to assume they've gotten through that and that they've kind of Scooby-Dooed some stuff. The other part, to be fair, is Eberflus is no longer there. While we can all say what we want about him, clock management, game situations, he was and is a very good defensive-minded coach. I think since his removal, you've seen the Bears' defense regress noticeably. So I think that's a massive advantage for the Detroit Lions. Caleb Williams, I also think he's going to put the Bears defense in bad situations. I could be wrong, but I do think he's going to give a lot of short field opportunities for the Lions passing attack. They're going to take advantage of it. Special teams, I don't really think there's an edge one way or the other, so we'll move on from that. All right, after that very long 5 headlines now, let's go to Detroit Lions at Chicago Bears predictions. A record 13 wins in the books, question mark. Story by Dave Burkett, Carlos Monarez, Jeff Seidel, and Sean Windsor. So on a culmination of people from the Freep on this one, let's see what they have to say. Hey, and I'm not going to break down all the stats. I'm just going to kind of go through their summaries. Dave Burkett's going to start us off with Lions winning 35-21 over the Bears. I concur with that assessment. Carlos Monarez has the Lions winning 34-28. Close game there. Jeff Seidel has the Lions winning 28-17. And Sean Windsor says the Lions 26, Bears 16. What say you guys? And again, I'm not going to go through each of their thoughts on it. The one thing I will say is Sean Windsor actually does, I think, a pretty good comment here. He is aware that most of the national media seems to think that the Lions can't play in adverse weather conditions because they're a dome team. Where have the Detroit Lions been practicing all week long? For 3 days or 4 days, whatever it may be, they've been practicing outside in the cold in Detroit and getting used to those inclement weather situations. So I really think, and I know I talked about it yesterday in the show with Mike Florio, but you want to know when somebody doesn't pay attention and just kind of just walks their way lazily through a story. And the fact that they keep bringing up Detroit, isn't used to playing outdoors or whatever. You play in Green Bay, you play in Chicago every year, and guess what? They're outdoors. You practice, guess what? Outdoors. I just think it's such a non-factor for the Detroit Lions because you just happen to play indoors for your home games. Doesn't mean you don't practice outdoors. All right, next to the 5 headlines now, Detroit Lions scouting report. Why I think they will get back on track versus Chicago Bears. Dave Burkett of the Detroit Free Press did this one as well. Dave Burkett, man, he's putting out some stuff. This is a subscribers only story, so I didn't dive into it as much as others. But I'll just say this. Dave Burkett, he knows this stuff. He knows it better than Eddie. I think he's spot on, though. Chicago Bears, you want to know when you make a coaching change if you're really trying to still be relevant or trying to play for that high draft pick. Who do you take in and who do you kick out? So you put somebody in now the head coaching spot with zero head coaching experience at this level. And you know what? It's nothing against the guy, but you can see a lot of uncertainty on offense and now more so for the Bears on defense. You elevated somebody to the defensive coordinator position that really is struggling to figure out what to do and how to make adjustments. Coaching, it comes down to this, and you guys heard me talk about this for some time now with DC, AG, Ben Johnson, all the guys. You can see less experienced coaches do not innately know the answers to problems before they arise or as they're happening, so they typically have to go back to film to find the answers. That's why I think you're seeing with the Chicago Bears, you're seeing a team that you hit them with something these guys don't know how to answer, it affects the team because you put them in bad setups, both offensively and defensively. I think the Lions are going to have a pretty good day today. Doesn't matter what I think, but yes, I think what he's got there, Dave Burkett, with this story, I think he's spot on. I think the Lions are going to get win number 13 today. All right, Detroit Lions at Chicago Bears, 3 burning questions ahead in the NFC North tilt. M live on this one with Ben Raven, and yes, trying to get you all set and ready for this game. So what does Ben Raven have to question? How much does Detroit's offense change without David Montgomery? He goes on and talks about it. He thinks there'll be some subtle changes with Gibbs, but not a ton of changes as far as the plays, whatever. Maybe get Gibbs more involved in the passing attack. We get it. Gibbs has got game-changing speed. The second-year running back, he's already got 1,000 yards rushing on the season and eclipsed his rushing and receiving yards from his breakout rookie campaign already. Gibbs will be the lead back pairing with Craig Reynolds, Baki, and potentially Jefferson in the equation. I think the Lions are going to take Montgomery shares and split them amongst other guys. Probably, one of the big ones will be Craig Reynolds. Baki, I do think, is going to get a good share too. We'll wait and see, but I don't think there's going to be much of a change, and it doesn't appear that Ben Raven does either. What about the Bears? What with the Bears have changed since they fired their head coach? I've kind of already talked about this one, so I'm not going to repeat it, but that Bears defense, as vaunted as it was earlier in the season, not so much right now. And, again, since we've already talked about it a ton, I'm not going to keep going on about it. Where does the secondary go from here without Carlton Davis? That's probably the big question. And it's not just him. It is Khalil Dorsey, too, who's out. Although I do think, Emmanuel Mosley is probably, well, maybe not today, but, give him a week or so just to kind of get back in the groove of things. He's going to be, in my opinion, a big upgrade over Khalil Dorsey. And it's nothing against Dorsey. I just think Mosley is better. Meek Robinson is probably going to be one of the biggest, quickest things to figure out. Is he going to remain in the nickel or does he go out wide? If he goes out wide, then I do think you probably see Brian Branch on a lot of plays, not all plays, go to the nickel cornerback slot and then probably, Jamal Adams or Lawrence Strickland. I would say Brandon Joseph, but obviously he's not here anymore, will be the third safety on the field. So we'll have to wait and see. But now, keep this in mind, Terrion Arnold is now your number one cornerback out there. He is going to be matched up with the other team's best receiver probably 99% of the time. Davis may return, as we all know, in the playoffs. We'll wait and see. But there will be some legitimate questions what the Lions are going to do to replace Carlton Davis. So, good with that one? All right, we're on from that one then. And that will do it for 5 headlines now. So, let's get over to, let me get this off the screen, and get over to the main topic of the day. All right, main topic of the day. Let's talk about this game. We're going to break it on down, and let's face it, we want this game in a big, bad way. Why? Well, I think you all know why, but if you don't know why, you've been living under a rock or maybe setting up camp on Mars or wherever it may be, Lions win this game. You know what? They are one step closer to winning the NFC and the NFC North. With that in mind, let's go to our rooting guide real quick because you know what? The Lions have a lot to play for today, and maybe they get some help from some other teams. Going through the NFL lineup here today, Cardinals, Panthers, not much to root for there. I guess you could root for the Cardinals maybe so they could win their division, and maybe we don't have to face the Rams again, once again, Matt Stafford, and go through that story a gajillionth time. Titans, Colts, nothing big there. Bengals, Browns, again, we'll pass on that one. But here is probably the first of a few big games today in regards to the Detroit Lions. Washington Commanders are hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And we get it right now. If you don't like Washington, you probably do today because you want them to beat Philadelphia. Philadelphia, you watch some of the film. Yes, they've won a ton of games. They've got some talent and everything, but they've got some flaws. Let's not forget, they nearly lost to the Panthers amongst other games. But you know what? A sign of a good team, you win the games, even if they're close and against bad teams that you should be beating. But I think the Commanders have an opportunity today. Let's see if they can fulfill that opportunity. Falcons, Giants, you know what? I'm going to selfishly root for the Falcons just because I think they'd be a good matchup for the Lions potentially if we could face them in the playoffs. Rams, Jets, I'm going to root for the Jets just because, again, I'm kind of over the Stafford versus Goff, Detroit versus LA, all that stuff. And if we don't have to face them, I'd be okay with it. Seahawks, Vikings. If Eagles, Commanders was the number one rooting guide game of the day for the Detroit Lions other than our own game, I'm guessing this is probably the second one. Could it be that the Seahawks beat the Vikings? Yes. I think they've got the defensive backfield to be able to slow down the Vikings passing attack. Now, whether or not they can put up enough points, I don't know. Geno Smith is going to go. Same with Walker III. So that's big boost for them. Plus, it's in the 12th man or Seattle. So we'll see what happens there, but I think there's an opportunity. Jags and Raiders, no fly zone for us. It doesn't really matter. Now, normally this wouldn't be one for us, but because of some situations or that have arisen in the last week, 49ers, Dolphins. As much as I don't want to root for the 49ers, I'm kind of almost rooting for them just to knock out the Dolphins, because if that happens, Calais Campbell is more than likely going to get released. Could he sign with Detroit? Yes. So I'm really torn on this one. I guess at the end of the day, man, I don't know. Maybe I almost want to root for the Dolphins just because, you don't want the 49ers to have any momentum going into next week. So I tell you what, let me switch my pick. I'm going to root for the Dolphins to win just so the 49ers do not have any momentum going into the next week's game. I guess I'll go with that. The final couple ones here. Let's see. Patriots and Bills. Doesn't really matter to me who wins that game. If you guys have your own thoughts, go ahead and throw it in the comments section. Buccaneers, Cowboys. I'm going to go with the Cowboys just because the Bucs, knock them down a seed or so. And then the last one tomorrow night, Saints, Packers. I would actually prefer the Saints to win just so the Packers are even more in need of victory against the Minnesota Vikings, even though I think they're going to go out there and play pretty hard. I think if you get a loss here tomorrow, then yes, man, you really put their feet to the fire and need them to win in Minnesota. So we'll see what shakes out with that. All right, getting down to the rooting guide into the rest of it, and then I'll get over to you guys here in just a moment. I think there's going to be a couple key things here. Yes, I do think the Lions have to establish a running game early and often against the Bears. You do that, we all get it. Jared Goff, the passing attack, is probably going to be in pretty good shape against the Bears defense, like we've mentioned today. That is significantly different without Eberflus calling the shots. You don't want, if I'm the Bears, I don't want this defense to kind of, become, not good, not bad, just kind of in the middle. But that's what they have become. They've lost their way, and I hope they continue to lose their way today. Let's see what Ben Johnson has learned from the first game of the season against them, and hopefully the Lions can keep going out there. We've talked about it all week long that I believe MCDC is going to be incredibly aggressive on fourth downs these last 3 weeks just so he can put more points on the board and keep his defense off the field. We're getting some guys back. We are starting to get a little bit healthy. We've added some nice pieces, but you still need more guys back, in my opinion. You do not need to put too much stress on this team. what Aaron Glenn is going to do, I think he's got to go back to like last year and be Blitzburg. If you remember the Dallas game last year, if you remember the Denver game last year, I mean, just all year long, I think he figured out he cannot ask his cornerbacks a season ago to cover for 8 Mississippis. It's just not going to happen. So he would blitz a ton. And I think you're in the situation now. You're beat up all across that defense. We all get it. I'm not going to talk about it a ton, but you've got to do something to take away options, at least half the playbook from the offensive coordinator. You can't let him just sit there and now react to it. You don't have a good enough personnel, in my opinion. So how do you do that? You take away certain things in the running game and the passing attack by saying, we're going to make you get rid of that ball in 3 seconds or less, which helps your secondary cover a little bit more. Yes, you might give up some more big plays, some 50-yard passes, some 90-yard passes, some 20-yard passes, but you know what? What's the difference if you give it up in 2 or 3 plays versus, say, 8 plays and just let people pick you apart and wear out your defense over the course of the game? All right, Duke Crew, that's what I got for you. And so let's go over and see what you guys have to say and get this comment section rolling and going. Let me scroll up to the top of the screen. And I'm still scrolling. Apparently there are a few comments today, so I'm trying to get there. All right, here we go. Michael D, greetings, salutations, Coach and Duke Crew. Superdome, Super Bowl, one pride. Woo, woo. And good morning to you too, my friend. JDC, morning all. Good to see you as always. Rob, greetings, salutations, Coach and Duke Crew. The Lions are the grooviest, Daddy-O. I like the way you're thinking. Bo, good morning, Duke Crew. Unbearable, burden today. The bet of the century. That, you know, I almost forgot about that. Exclamation point. I see Subo. Woo! And for those who don't know, there was a former member of the crew, the Duke Crew, who was a Chicago Bears fan. Made a bet with a few of you guys about the Lions. I don't know the full details of the bet. Somebody can remind me because I don't have a clue at this point, 6 months later. But yes, there is some money on the line for today. See, Matt, good morning, Duke Crew. 28-17, Gibbs and Laporta go off for 2 touchdowns each. Geno and Kenneth Walker are both playing against the Vikings today. Might have an upset in Seattle. Woo! Yeah, that would be great. If you could do that, you know, if Seattle could pull it off today and then the Packers pull it off next week, you know what? Week 18 doesn't matter for at least the NFC North for the Detroit Lions. If Washington could do us a solid and win today, then, man, the Lions could really be setting up here. One step at a time, though. Rob, looks like Brandon Joseph was dropped after being arrested for suspicion of DUI, according to the Freep. Yeah, DWI, excuse me. It's unfortunate for him, but again, I know I mentioned earlier, hopefully he rises, learns from the situation. Jameer, 13-2. Yes, indeed. Let's be that to the end of the day. Lionel, happy game day Sunday to all the Duke Crew! Exclamation point. Glad you decided to do a show this morning, Coach. Hey, every morning. I think the only day I'll probably take off would be Christmas Day, but even that I can't say for certain. But Thundercats, we'll go with that. 100%, my friend, 100%. Michael D, 35 to the Bears 9. I would take that. Be a great day for the defense. You know what? Get some confidence going with those guys. Burger time. What do you got? Good game day. Woo! Good morning, Dan and the Duke Crew. Let's get it today. 100%. You know what? I'm hoping we get some sacks. I'm hoping we get 10 sacks today. 10 sacks, 5 picks, 4 fumbles, and at least get 4. Yeah, let's be merciful. 3 pick sixes today, all from Terry and Arnold. Say France, good day. I'm looking for a beat down of the Bears! Exclamation point. A lot of moves made yesterday. Let's see what AG can cook up on defense. I like the way you're thinking. Bob Probert and Miguel Cabrera were cut for some slack for this. Norm Miracle was not. Yeah, I think the Lions. It's basically just a mantra of the Fords. At least I'm trying to remember, but all the times I can remember, there have been a ton, but there have been some times where Lions players got caught in this type of situation. And at least in the last 20 or so years, I don't think the Lions were very forgiving on it. Yes, there's a situation with Wayne Fonts. I will say that was in the late 80s, though, and it was a different world. Things were different then. And Miss William Clay Ford was a very, very forgiving owner. So we'll put it that way. Let's see. Burger time. Good morning, JDC. Goes Lions stop the Bears. 100%. Let's stop them. Beat them down. JDC, Lions fanatic. Burger time. Great game day morning to you. 100%. Stephanie, good morning, boys. Exclamation point. Who all was a part of the bet of the century with Broski? Question mark. I doubt he will ever pay up. Troy is going to own Chicago today. I don't pay attention to this kind of stuff as much. I know a lot of you guys have speculated or said in the last week, it seems like especially, that Broski has bailed out on a lot of bets. The only thing I know is you guys did send some funds over. I guess I've been the holder of it. We'll have to check it all out because, to be honest, I don't remember jack about this. Bet is held in escrow. There you go. Flathead, Lions 35, Bears 13. Kirby and Branch get picks. Zadarius Smith 3 sacks. I would take that. Gibbs 150 plus yards from scrimmage. Jamo 100 plus yards receiving and a TD. Tim Patrick 6 plus catches. Woo! I'll take all that, man. That would be a busy day for Lions statisticians. True Grit, good morning, and go Lions. Back at you, my friend. Hopefully it is a phenomenal day. Jess, what do you got? Greetings, salutations. It's hard for me to believe that for nearly half a decade, Lions have been one of the NFL's hottest teams. I'm loving it. You know, you're not wrong. It probably gets forgotten or overlooked. And all the things that happen that, man, this is, about year number 3, or maybe it's 4, I don't know, of the Lions really been pretty prominent in the NFL. JDC, Stephanie, I think it was Anthony T who had the bet. It might be. I don't even remember at this point. Flathead, it's Christmas. Unblock Broski. Not a chance. Not a chance. You don't have to read his comments. Nah, man, it's just, I think I've blocked like whatever it is now, 18 or 19 of his different accounts. And just the fact that he's that, just that into it where he wants to create that many fake accounts and get in here. Yeah, I have no desire to deal with it. 70, please don't bring the comment back. No, I don't think you got to worry about that. Bo, Anthony goes by all balls. This is true. JDC, thumbs up. Okie dokie. Berg time. No Flathead Frank. He starts problems and doesn't pay his bets. That's no man. Yeah, it's no man, baby. Let's see. Tori, good morning. DC, is Chicago missing some of their defenders or something else going on? Question mark. Their D hasn't been hot lately. So I think it's, so earlier talking about during the 5 headlines, they do have some guys out. I think they're going to potentially get a few people back today. Other than that, though, I think Eberflus, somebody who's a experienced defensive coordinator, knows how to use those parts more than somebody just getting their feet wet in the coaching profession in that regard as a DC. It's tough for sure figuring out against somebody else who's experienced. I think that's basically behind it. Let's see, Clark, Ben Johnson needs to unleash every bit of offense he can, help take stress away from AG and the defense. I agree, man. The more you can do that, I think the better opportunity the defense has to shine. Third time, has anyone spoken to Matt Grice? I haven't seen him in a minute. So, I can't answer that. Hopefully somebody else has. Rob, it's not even Christmas. It's the solace. It's time to get drunk, yell, and dance in circles like a pagan. Okay, I'm down with that. Let's see, Flathead, what did Brandon Joseph get arrested for? For allegedly driving while under the influence. Let's see, JDC, what's written on Lions Talk Lives? Woo! Whiteboard. Bears are the mustards of the Midway. That's probably true. Berg time. DUI is what I'm hearing. Correct. DUI says true. Correct. That does appear to be it. Big Eddie, greetings, salutations, Corey Apple. I know Johnson was listed as sick Friday for the Bears. Yeah, I believe you're correct there. I believe they have been without both starting defensive tackles as well. Not sure if any of them are coming back today. Dexter may be back today. I don't know for sure. We probably won't know for certain one way or the other until actives, inactives in a couple hours. Let's see, Rob, Frank, suspicion of DWI. I stated that above. Correct. Yeah, I think you did. 100%, Rob. And thank you for that. Susan, good morning. Too bad about Joseph. I thought he played well, but he had to be smarter than that. The forwards have never tolerated that kind of stuff. Yeah, you're 100% right. True Grit, Steelers will probably get Joseph now. Might be true. Somebody's going to pick him up. Somebody's going to give him a chance. He just seems like too good of a player. Let's see, Jason, next man up, next team up, next goal up. I like the way you're thinking. All the trophies that await us in New Orleans, Lombardi or bust, 100%. At the end of the day, man, this team is still focused on one thing, and that is winning the Super Bowl. Silver Server, good morning, coach and everyone. Same to you. JDC, who was staying without a fight? We'll look into that. Flathead Frank, Lions fanatic. Okay, well, either way, we are getting the last laugh to date. The Bears fans and organization has lost all hope. Question mark. Caleb Williams. Caleb misses open receivers. I hope he continues doing that. Their O-line is trash. Woo! Yeah, their offensive line, I think, is. I know earlier in the week they had like 3 of the guys out, 2 of them with going through the concussion protocol. So, yes, they are a little beat up. It is a different situation there than it is here. The only thing I would say is you got somebody who's beat down, don't give them any reason to hope. I think it's on the Lions to come out and continue beating them down. So, you know what? They're just thinking about the end of the season. Don't give them any reason to want to play in that second half and think about winning this game. Trey, what's up, Duke Crew? Question mark. I think the defense is going to be better than what most of us think. Mosley will add some depth. Maybe Strickland is that guy along with Adams. Yeah, both Adams, excuse me. Yeah, I think both Adams will play significant roles down the stretch here. Mosley, hey, he's the wild card at this point. He could be something. He could be a dunzo and a nothing. We're going to have to wait until he gets in the games to find out. Good morning, Duke Crew. It's almost time to kick Yogi back to Yellowstone. There you go. Go Lions. I like the way you're thinking. And good morning, my friend. Papa, congratulations on your achievement of hey, thanks for that, man. 12,000 subscribers, Mr. Coach Daniel. Thanks for that, man. Thanks everybody in the Duke Crew for it, because really all I do is come up here, run my mouth, try to get you guys some news and updates, so you guys don't have to go searching for it. But at the end of the day, you guys are what make this channel work. Flathead Frank, good morning, Duke Crew, East Side. Woo! Go Lions, 100%. Maybe I did enough there, maybe I didn't. Let's see. Burger time. Hope so, Flathead. Let's go Lions. One pride. I concur. Frank the Tank, I do not believe the Lions will lose, but if they lose against the Bears, do not turn on this team. Go Lions. Hey, you guys all know it, man. There's going to be, if we don't perform well, there will be a percentage of the fans that go jumping up and down. It's part of it is. It's part of the business. Silver, I like the position the Lions are in. Really, nobody is giving them a real chance with all those injuries. But now, backs against the wall, they can just play freely and try different approaches and players. Yeah, I think you're spot on with that, Silver. I think that's one of the things most of us would agree with. I can't speak for everybody, but most of us, I think, would say the target's off our back. Everybody in the national media, the other teams, they're focused on Minnesota, Philadelphia, just whoever else. They're assuming we are dead at this point with the defense so beat down and injured. But you know what? If everybody takes their eyes off you, that's where you could become real dangerous. And you have nothing to lose like we've been talking about all week. Bird time, good morning, brother Hookadoo. Let's go Lions, 100%. JDC, Puff, woo, coffee, and Lions Talk Live. Who doesn't like that? Hookadoo. Morning, Bird time. I have been wondering the same thing about Matthew Grice. I know he was battling cancer. Hey, thoughts and prayers for him, man. Hopefully he's okay. But yes, I have not seen him in a minute. So if you guys find out anything, let me know, and hopefully it's all good stuff. Let's see, Flat Frank, hot take, Jameer Jefferson, TD. Woo! I'll take that. Hey, anything to keep the offensive machine rolling. See, Bird time, congrats on 12K, Dan. It's awesome to see the growth. Your show is my go-to number one Lions content, in my opinion. Thanks for all you do. Hey, I see what you did there with the do. And hey, I enjoy it. You were one of the OGs, or you are one of the OGs, I should say, for the show. I enjoy doing this a ton. I love getting up every morning to do this stuff in the breaking news stuff, all that stuff. I miss being a reporter. So this kind of gives me at least a little bit of that back. So I'm very thankful you guys allow me to do this for you guys. It's so small. I hope we replace Glasgow. Someone has to be able to be better. In fairness, Glasgow, apparently him and Ragnow are very beat up. So if they gave him a day off, I wouldn't blame him, just so he can rest up even more. I mean, he's no spring chicken. He's got some years on him. He's been in the league, so we'll see what they do. But my guess is he's going to tough it out these last 3 games of the regular season and then get ready for the playoffs. Flathead Frank the Tank, the Bears D isn't as good without Coach Eberflus. Woo! Yeah, I agree. I think, hey, you want to see how much a coach can impact a team? Just look at the Chicago Bears D. Ezra Gate, good morning, Dan and the Dooku. Lions 38, Bears 13. I will take that in a minute. Vikings and Phillies take losses today. Super Bowl bound. I love the way you're thinking, my friend. You know what? Just because I think you're so spot on with it, let's give you a 1, 2, and a 3. Thank you very much for that. Great thoughts there. Good to see you, as always, Ezra Gray. JDC, Detroit Lions rebuilding since 1957. Stay tuned to Coach Dan, Lions Talk Live, for more updates. Go Lions. I concur with your thoughts. LTL fan, 38-20. I'll take that. Pat Rock, I'm thinking Aguye, O'Connor, and Z get sacks today. I'll take all that. And yeah, I was Mitchell Aguye. I was glad to see him brought up. I get they've brought in like 50 billion linebackers in the last 2 months. Some of that out of necessity. Some of it is with Aguye. I think they're trying to get more speed out there for obvious passing downs for Caleb Williams or other mobile quarterbacks. Lauren, good morning, Coach Dan and Dooku. Let's get a bug dub today. Woo, woo, woo. I'll go with all the above. Lauren, Miles Biker here yet? I haven't seen him yet. Maybe I missed it, but I haven't seen him yet. Maybe I'm wrong. I want to say he goes to church on Sundays, but don't hold me to that. Let's see, David, if Chicago's D keeps playing the way they have been the past 2 weeks, think Gibbs could have a very big day. No, you're spot on, man. The tough part is motivation for players when you've got nothing to play for. So in this case with the Bears, unless it's just to go out there and get a win, or man, we hate the Lions, whatever, there's no innate, emotional investment in this game. Other than, I guess you could say at the NFL level or the professional level, I need to put good tape out there so I can maintain my spot here next year with the new regime. Or, if I do get released, I've got that good tape out there for other teams to see. But at the same time, we're still human. The Bears are still human. So if the Lions can get up on them early and don't give them any reason to get some adrenaline or desire to really go out there and win, then you know what? I think you've got a good setup for the Lions. Voltron Forest question. Has Houston done anything with Cleveland? Not that I've heard of. If you guys have, let me know. Rob, smash that woo button for Coach Dan. Who else makes me want to wake up before 7 on a weekend? That's probably true, man. I used to not do it. It used to be Saturdays and Sundays were my days to sleep in. But since I started the show, not so much anymore. Matt B, please, sweet baby Jesus, let this team get to the Super Bowl 100%, man. Let's all pray to the Pepsi gods or whatever. Get us there. Hookadoo, I haven't seen him, Lauren. Okay, Pat. Hey, Coach Dan, a lot more moves yesterday. I was surprised they took up TK85 again. They should cut Donovan Peoples-Jones. Me too. The only thing I can assume, Pat, is that you're allowed to bring somebody up from the practice squad or the vet squad, however you want to term it, 3 times before you have to make a choice to sign them to the 53-man roster, or you just got to flat out release them. I want to say, like with a couple of the guys yesterday, this is their 3rd time they can be brought up, so this is it for them. So I think that's part of the equation. Lions Talk Live fan, want to see Strickland get some gameplay? Yeah, I like the kid. And I get Iffy might be able to go, so if he is back, that could also be a contributing factor why Brandon Joseph was let go. See, Lauren Strickland, Hookadoo, he was asking about my pod I'm setting up for the Michigan Panthers. Yeah, I'll enjoy it. Yeah, and again, good luck to you on that, man. I hope you have a lot of fun with it. I know I have fun with this. Lions Hog Live fan, 5th Iffy sack today. Oh, we'll get that. 9 drinks, game day, baby. Woo! Love the 100%. We all love the Lions here. Pat, I was really surprised they cut Joseph. I really hope Iffy plays now. Yeah, I'm guessing they've got some plans if you let him go. And again, I get what he did. I've seen worse things committed. And he is human. He is a kid. So I don't know. But I also get the Fords do kind of have that policy as well. See, Bird Time. Yeah, Hookadoo. I talk to him once a week now. I can't get in touch with him. I hope he's okay. All right. Yeah, I hope he is as well. JDC, tick, tick, tick. The countdown is on, and it's 1 o'clock game. Don't forget about that. Manny B, Joseph got cut for DUI, excuse me. Hookadoo, not yet, Lauren. Okay. Detroit D, greetings and salutations, everyone. Back at you, my friend. Always good to see you in the chat. Stephanie, I want this win bad. Let's get this win for you then. Lauren, hope Miles Margaret is okay. Yeah, I think, I want to say he was in the show yesterday. So my guess is, maybe he is at church or something this early hour. Maybe we must win. I like the way you're thinking. Robert, greetings, salutations, all ye faithful Lions fans. I concur with your thoughts. Robert, let's see. Everybody knows the Bears taste a lot like chicken. Let's find out. Dr. Detroit, let's get it 3 toes and 1. Let's do that. Let's put a foot into them. JDC getting real in the D. Go Lions. I concur. Maddie, let's see. Pat, thanks, Maddie. That was stupid. It happens, man. It happens. Rob, Chicago Fried Bears. Who doesn't like Chicago Fried Bears, Rob? I'd say Mike the Marine Gunny. Howdy, Dan, the Duke crew. Woo, woo. Back at you. Good to see you this morning. Detroit D, we need to impose our will on the Chicago Bears. Yes, we do. Don't give them any reason to feel hope. Just beat them down over and over and over again. Detroit D, Ben Johnson better find our running game today. I agree with that. I think, hey, that would be a big plus these last 3 games. Mr. Nico, Bears eat corn on the cob the long way. Fair enough. Pat, 1,200 subs. Woo! Oh, yeah. I'll take all that. Yes, 12,000 subscribers. JDC, explosion. Woo! I'll go with that. Philippines. Hey, it feels like I haven't seen you in a minute, Philippines. Do you have any concerns about the Bears game? Close or semi-blowout for the Lions? I think it's going to be a game we can win by like 14-20. But it doesn't matter what I think. I mean, you mess up, you do some things you shouldn't. It's sort of like the first time we played them, you settle for field goals instead of touchdowns. That fumble right before half by Gibbs, that also gave the Bears enough life where you could say, all right, we're down, whatever it was, 16 points. It's not 23 points. That's why I think changed that game. And remember, we were pretty beat up on D that game as well. The difference is here, I think, with the coaching changes, you can see some schematic changes in both their offense and now their defense. Their defense is the only thing that kept them around most of this season. Otherwise, it would have been a train wreck season worse. So if the Bears D really is just discombobulated, then I think the Lions should be able to take advantage of it. Rob, hey, man, I hope your new dog's name is Woo! That's not a bad name at all. J. Rod, what do you got? Good morning, coach and crew. It's been a minute. Yeah, no worries, man. Sorry, hope you all are good and life is treating you all well. Now, let's flip and go, Lions. Good to see you, my friend. Hopefully all is great with you and the fam, and you're enjoying the holiday season. Detroit D, can't wait to hear the national media will say after this one. Yeah, they're going to come up with some excuses that we won by luck or something like that. Sarge, Merry Christmas, Dan, and all the Duke crew, back at you. Philippines, congrats on 12K subs, Dan. You are very deserving. Great stuff. Hey, man, I enjoy this stuff, as you guys know, 100%. Detroit D, but thanks for that, Philippines. Detroit D, FBCB. All right, we'll skip the Bears. Robert, Jason's Tree of Destiny will bring us through the game today and drag us to a victory. I like the way you're thinking. Let's see, Henry Moore. Good morning, Coach Dan, the Duke crew. Game day and a great day for football. Yes, it is. You got not just our game to watch, but you got several other games to be rooting on. See, Pat, I seen they called up, running back JJ. Yes, they did. Detroit D, will BB play today? I believe so, but that's probably going to be a game time decision. He is questionable. It would be a significant loss for that defense if he's out, but talking about having to put even more weight on the plate of Ben Johnson, the offense. Lauren, JDC, that morning coffee and bowl of Wheaties hit differently on game day. Yes, it does, my friend. Pat, Joseph will be picked up really fast by another team fast. I agree. He's pretty good, and again, sorry to see him go. Detroit need one step closer to the division championship and the number one seed. I concur. Derek, good morning, coach and crew. It's a no punt Sunday for Detroit. We score on every drive. Ban Jack Fox. And I know we've been talking about during the week. I think some of that will be intentional by the Lions. Assuming it's not 4th and 20 or something, I think the Lions are going to go for it a ton these final 3 games on 4th downs. They might even just equate it into the game plan that, hey, first down, second down, third down, we only really need you to get 2-3 yards every down because we're going to go for it on 4th down. I'd see JDC. Lauren, let's see. It sure does. Okay, Detroit D. Can't wait to buy my back-to-back division championship hoodie. You go for that and let me know where you get them because I'll probably want to get one. And thanks for that, Detroit D. Michael, no black uniforms from here on out. 2 losses from wearing them, not working out as planned. Yep, it could be the uniforms. JDC, woo, defense. All right, I'll go with that. Silver Surfer, they made it sound like we murdered somebody. That was a quick release. Yeah, I was surprised, but there could be more to it that we're just not privy to. Let's see, Burger Time. Sorry, but driving drunk is selfish, and I don't feel bad for him. He put himself and others in danger. There's thousands of ways to get around after drinking. Yeah, I mean, Uber and all those other services. I'm guessing he just wasn't aware of his situation. 9 drinks, ham and eggs with hot sauce, laughing out loud on a croissant. Now that sounds pretty good. Anything really with hot sauce sounds good to me. As you know, 9 drinks. Sarge, congrats, Dan. Love the show and commentary. Woo! Hey, love doing the show. Hopefully you guys all love it as well. Detroit Heat, black uniform state. Yeah, I'm guessing they will, but as you guys know, they can only wear them a certain amount of times per season. Psycho Billy, good morning, bro. Back at you. Lauren, let Big Z come for Caleb Williams' head. He might just do that. All balls no D. Good morning, Duke crew. What are you ready for the bet of the century to be unveiled today? That's one of my question to you, all balls. The Fish and Church dude, I would love to see Broderick Martin finally play a great game today. I'm rooting for the man. Yeah, 100%. I think he'll be one of the guys, probably in the last few games of the season, that gets an opportunity to really step up and shine. He's going to get a lot of valuable experience and probably going to the playoffs. That's what you want that kid to do, get that experience. Detroit D, we just loss had nothing to do with the uniforms. Yeah, I don't think the uniforms play a factor at all. See, all balls, bet of the century. Here we go. That's what I'm saying. See, Matty B, Lions better throw the book at Chicago and every team going on. I'm talking desperation play. And again, Matty, I think we're all on the same page. I think Ben Johnson's probably been told if it's anywhere past the 40-yard line, and it's short yardage. Go for it on fourth down. We got to score points, not field goals. You got to keep that defense off the field. J-Rod's at 9 drinks. Yum, I agree. JDC, Dre Ford's rocks, and he rolls, and he escapes the pocket a little bit. Hookadoo. Anthony, we are on the doorsteps of the bet of the century. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm guessing we'll all be pretty worked up for that. Byron, what happened to Smith? Is he not playing? No, as far as I know, Zadarius Smith is playing. So, I don't think he's hurt or anything like that. So, I think we're good. Unless somebody knows something since I came on air that maybe I'm not aware of. All right, guys, we got 15 minutes to go. Man, I'm way behind on the comments. All balls. Oh, yeah, Brother Hookadoo, I'll go with that. Matty B, Byron Thomas, Z is playing. Yes, that's what I thought. But if there's something I missed, let me know, please. Sarge, what's the weather report at Teddy Town? I want to say at game time it's going to be like 30, 32. So, I mean, I get it's cold, but if you live in Michigan, especially if you've been practicing outside, that probably isn't going to impact you a ton. Matty B, cold. I'll take that. Courtney, good morning, Duke Crew. A name I see in the tea leaves, Jameer Gibbs and Pat O'Connor, Z-Man Smith, Zadarius Smith, exclamation point. Woo! Yeah, I think all three of them could have something happening today. J-Rod, a lot of caps. What's the urgent news on balls? We'll find out. Oh, bet of the century. There we go. Dominic, good morning from Texas. Good to see you. Byron, wonder why they didn't play him against the Bills. He did. It's just he didn't get into the stat sheet, I don't think. But he was out there against the Bills. Bird time, 32 and cloudy. I'll take that. Moonscar, good morning, Duke Crew. Go Lions, back at you. Miles Mark Green, sanitation. Who left the freezer door open? It is, that time of year, ain't it? JDC, Magic 8 Ball says Lions 38, Bears 20. I'll accept it. Sarge, Maddie laughing. Moonscar waving. J-Rod waving at Moonscar. I should say, Hookadoo, I checked the other day, partly cloudy and around 30 degrees. Correct. Lions Super Bowl 45-9. Lions win big. Smith with 3 sacks. That would be a great day for the Lions. Lauren Milesmeyer, I got the channel made for the Panthers. Hey, enjoy it and let me know you need anything. JDC Milesmeyer, that's just hell freezing over. Okay. Detroit D 28-10. Gibbs has a big day. I like it. Milesmeyer, laughing out loud. JDC Morning Bras. Hookadoo. Courtney, don't forget the gloves and bench coats. There you go. Chilly day 31. Yeah, I'm sure they'll have heaters out there too, but to me, I don't like the heaters just because if you're over on the sideline getting warm, you go back on the field, man. Now your body's got to adapt again. I get the jackets and stuff, but I don't know. That's just me. Hookadoo, Miles good morning, Miles Margaret. Matty B, it's going to be low mid-30s with some sun. Hey, I'll take that sun. 9 drinks. Woo! Hey, I like the picture you got there now. J-Rod, Miles Margaret, it's in the song. The weather outside is frightfully. There you go, Lauren. It's going to be a nice chilly day. Hope TA can stay warm. He's probably getting somewhat used to it by now. Let's see. Leonard, what do you got? Good morning, Coach Dan and Duke Crew. This loss was the push we are going to use win the last 3 games. Yeah, we're losing to the Bills. We are the team of destiny this year, Super Bowl bound. Woo, woo, go Lions. I like the way you're thinking. Yes, the Bills loss may have, let's hope it becomes a motivating factor for these final 3 regular season games. Moonscar AJ Rock, seems like we haven't crossed paths on YouTube group for a bit. Yeah, he was saying that. 100%. Derek, I'm going to be to wear my heavy coat, hat, and gloves with a seat warmer. I'll be watching the game in my living room. Fair enough. All right. Go enjoy it, my friend. Go enjoy it. Lauren, I'd utilize Gibbs with a few screenplays. I bet you they probably will. I think that's smart thinking. Manny B, all we need is to do is score like we did last week, and we will win. You put up those kind of scores, yeah, you're going to put a lot of pressure on the Bears and help your D out a bit. JDC, 12,000 of us Lion Talk Live lunatics, question mark, holy whoa, exclamation point. Go Lions, congrats, coach. Hey, no, thank you guys all for helping out with that. Miles Martin, Lauren, dude, let us know when you start. There you go. Silver, I think you might use Tom Kenny. At least I hope so. You might just get him. Matty B, I just praying for no more injuries. You, me, and everybody in between. Lauren, I'll have my first post soon. Yeah, let us know when you do, man. Let us know. Sarge, Gibbs, and Jefferson have big days. Lions 38, Teddy 17. Go Lions. Oh, yeah. Michigan Panther Pride. Miles Martin, this is the channel. Okay. Hardy, Coach Dan, is there any truth to the rumors the Bears signing Kirk Cousins or drafting a quarterback in the 3rd round next season? Probably not, man. And at this point, nobody's going to know that. I don't think they're going to write off Caleb Williams after 1 season. That's my opinion, of course, but I don't see any NFL team giving up on a high draft pick of number 1 overall pick after just a couple of games or 1 season. Let's see, J-Rod's Moonscar work. I've been working on sleeping the last month. Lots going on, and the boss has made sure it's done with all the weather changes. Okay, yeah, it happens, man. Hey, But that time of year, right? Moonscar, we want this game in every game. Why, you ask? Because nothing is easy for Detroit. BS everybody. Okay, yeah, us versus everybody. Silver Server, I imagine it's still going to be Vilder starting at cornerback, probably. King SJ, good to see you, my friend. It's been a hot minute. Heading to London, Ontario for the Lions watch party. Go Lions. Go enjoy it, my friend. Lauren, 100 Moonscar, Detroit versus everybody. All right. Phil, good morning. Back at you, Phil. JDC, Lions Talk Live, the Factory. I'll go with that. Miles Marger. Cool, Michigan Panthers Pride. Great name. Lauren, yeah, I'll go with that. J-Rod, let's see. I see the officiating crew from Bills Lions game are under scrutiny. All right, there we go. Under scrutiny. There we go. Lauren, please let the Seahawks win. 100% with that. We're all praying for that and for the Washington Commanders to win. Manny B, I can't rely on any other team to help us. Yeah, it would be nice if we could get some help, though. Michigan Panther, thank you, Miles Marger. William, great salutations, crew. How about a 44-10 Lions victory? One step closer to an NFC North Championship. Woo, woo, woo. I'll take that. Detroit Grit. If Seahawks win, the Vikings lose out. I'd like that, man. Pat, I could not believe they did not take our Adams from the practice squad, too. I was surprised somebody didn't. I thought he played pretty dang well. Vlad, yeah, root for 4 TDs for Terry McCullen from Jaden Daniels. Also, important fantasy football implications for me. Hey, we'll all root for that to happen then to help you out there, my friend. JDC, from one old cat to another old cats, go Lions. I like the way you're thinking. Matty B, I hope Chicago has agreed to tank. Maybe they have. We'll find out. Moonscar, rooting guide, correction, Dan. We want the 49ers to win. The Dolphins eliminated from playoffs. Release Calais Campbell, and maybe we get him to bolster the D-line. Yeah, I thought about that too. I just, the other part of it is I just don't want the 49ers to have any momentum when we face them. I would really like a nice blowout win for us today and next week. Hopefully, then, Miami wins today, loses next week, release Campbell, you still get them. At least that's what my mindset was. Tyler, Francisco St. Largent urged rig the game for Montreal last night. Might be. I have no clue. J-Rod, agreed, Moonscar. Dominic, I think Sion Vaki misspelled. Sorry, it happens, man. He will have a breakout game, making others wonder where he has been all year. Could be just that. You could be spot on with that, Dominic. Miles Martin King SJ sounds fun. There we go. Moonscar, good luck, Ed Flank. I am 4 from Scary Teddy is asking a lot. Okay, 4 from, all right, we'll go with that. See, Hardy also was, we always want a team to play the following week to win because we play them. It's an up-down league. It is indeed. Psycho Billy, is Emmanuel playing? We'll find out during the actives and actives. My anticipation is he is going to be playing. Mike K, say it fast. His micro machines. Okay. All balls. 246 watching. Hit that dang thumbs up. Yeah, if you guys can, hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button, hit all the buttons. Vernon, what's that? Coach and Duke, greetings, salutations, Coach and Duke crew. Let's go Lions. Hey, Coach, remember I talk about Alexander. Yes, I do recall that. Henry Moore, over 200 watching. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe button for Coach and the Duke crew. All that would be I would be thankful for this holiday season. Jenny Rod, I work or sleep. I miss my YouTube. Miss the Lions news and diehards. Peace for all. Yeah, I get it, man. Work happens. It happens, especially this time of year. Moonscar, saw Broski in a chat Friday. He says hi. Didn't get a chance to ask him about paying up on the chat. Was coming to an end. It happens, man. It happens. I think Broski will probably try to avoid answering those questions. Rick Hunt, congrats, Dan. Well deserved. Thank you for that very much, Rick. Thank you. Moonscar, gotta do what you gotta do, J-Rod. 100% there. Tyler, I'm starting Goff, St. Brown, Gibbs, and J-Mo in fantasy. Need a big game. I think you're probably going to get a big game. All balls, what chat, Moon? We'll find out. Hardy, will Broski, mom give him the extra allowance to pay his bets? Question mark. Christmas money? Probably not. Let's see. Has a great Broski. Christmas gets canceled today. The Lions Grinch team has arrived in Chicago. I like that 100%. Let's go steal Christmas from the Bears. JDC, quote, should old acquaintances be forgot, end quote, in Broski's case? Yep, I'll concur. J-Rod, right on Moonscar. Moonscar, kneecap biting with JB. Okay. The Trim Reaper, let's go Lions, exclamation points. Woo! Smash that like button. Oh, yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you very much for that. Lauren, let's go Lions, 31-9. Victory today, 13-2. Loading. I concur. The Stoner's perspective, introducing Cocaine Wayne and Barry Train. Yes, indeed. Tyler, Lions 50, Bears 38. That might, man, as long as we win, I'm happy. J-Rod Broski Bear equals boo-boo. Made bets, question mark? Haha. Yeah, and I bet you he welches on each and every one of them that he isn't prepaid. Lauren Broski Bear, BTA, a.k.a. Kurt Steele, and Boss Up, Ball Out would say, okay. Yeah, I know he did something on Boss Up, Ball Out where he probably, if he wasn't banned, he probably should have got banned. He went after one of the content creators on there. Good morning, Coach and Duke Crew. Coach, do you remember I talked about Alexander last week? Who do we put back to punt return? Hopefully, J-Mo gets a few shots at it. That'll be the big question, who they're going to roll out there to do it, because you know what? If you release Alexander, obviously he's no longer part of the equation. Courtney, football players drink? Question mark. I remember a foot race with Gibbs outside of Mac Bar. There you go. Gibby outside of Mac Bar. There you go. Bill, greetings and salutations. Really enjoy your podcast. Thanks. Hey, anytime, man. I enjoy doing it. Hopefully you guys all like it. The Bears already have packed it in. Then we get 49ers who have also. Yeah, I that's why selfishly I want the 49ers to lose this week. Just again, take any kind of momentum away from them. Keep lying dogs down and asleep. All balls, no D. I'm the first half of bet. Okay, yeah, you did win the first half of the bet. J-Rod, I made $1,000 last week, not with Broski, preseason. 13 win guarantee. I need one more, 5,000. Hey, I hope you get it, man. That would be great for you, especially this holiday season. Phil, I just hope any of our Duke crew go out and act like Broski on other channels. I really doubt anybody does. Broski is kind of unique. All right, guys, there's only a couple minutes left, so I'm going to power through, try to get people who haven't been on the show as much. That run score up, Ben. Help out AG. There you go. Tyler, French ref. Okay. Michigan Panthers. Tyler, you're crazy. Hey, sometimes crazy is good. Rob, I don't understand the Broski obsession. Yes, he's annoying, but don't bother me. I don't think he is a man. He's a kid or man with arrested development. That's probably true on all accounts. Bo, TK85 is live. Oh, yeah, I'll go. I concur. Derek, TK85 to the rescue. Maybe he is. Maybe he is. Let's see. Rob Broski living in your heads rent-free. That might be true. Might be true. Ezra Gray, best thing about waking up is Lions Talk Live and Dew in your cup. Now, that is a true statement there. Sarge, Bills game bribery scandal? Could be, man. Vern, coach, are you an offense or defense coach? Whew, depends on who you ask. I would say for the most part, I am an incredibly offensive coach who believes in highly aggressive defenses. I don't believe in long drives. I believe in getting the ball away from the other team and getting sacks on the other team. So that's probably where I would go with that, I would say. Bills game. Yeah, okay, I got that one. Sorry about that. Miles Marr, good morning, Anthony Alballs. No, today, your win. Yes, indeed. Let's get him that win. Moonscar, FYI, when you delete a comment, he will still see it. It's only removed from the chat. Okay, yeah, I don't even ever think about that. Randy, congrats on 12K. Thanks for that, Randy. All right, let's see, Matt. We're in Chicago. Can't wait for kickoff. Go enjoy it and have a great day, my friend. David, 23-6 Lions win. Woo! I concur. JDC, Coach Dan's the trickeration factor. I think we'll have a lot of trickeration today. Rob, yeah, that Tank Dell injury was tough. He still scored, though. Went down swinging. He did, man. And, yeah, I showed Jen the replay of that when we had, people over yesterday. Yeah, thoughts and prayers for him because that's probably going to be a long recovery. Mr. Fusion, good morning. I have big news today. I have made it to the next round of the NBC America's Got Talent next year for 2025, and I'm going to be doing in-game for Special Olympics next year. Stay tuned. Yeah, keep us updated, man, and congrats to you. That's awesome news, man. Let's see. Dark Detroit, they will tolerate a stud wide receiver with gun issues, though talent matters. All right, it probably also true. I'm looking for a couple others here. Matt, wonder how close row 5 is from the Lions bench. I'm sure we'll be able to at least see the players very close up. This is going to be an incredible day. Yeah, go enjoy it, man. Have a great day for you and the fam. David, do all teams that make playoffs get expand the roster? They don't get it expanded, but they do get a couple more IR removals or people they can take off the injured reserve. 9 drinks. Dang, I need a Christmas laughing out loud. Well, Christmas will be here pretty quick. Kate Gable, let's see. Serious question. Hutch gets a DWI. Do the Lions release him? No, I would agree. No. It's an unfair world, man. Some people are born tall and with all sorts of different things that go from. Other people are born smart. It's just, that's life, man. That's all I can say about that. Elbows, I asked Santa for 2 things, the bet of the century, and for him to put Stephanie and Lisa in my stockings. I know I'm more likely to win the bet. Well, hey, one thing at a time, right? Let's see, Man Bear, good morning all. Same to you, my friend. Rob, but Joseph ain't Hutch. This is true. Vern, coach, can you tell us who is out for us today? Coach, do you think Ben calls for a 5 reception and go for deep to J-Mo? We won't know who's out today until actives and inactives in about, whatever it is, 3 more hours, right around that time. Roland, ton of Detroit fans here. Also, for a lot more tickets for sale, think Chicago fans are giving up on the season. Yeah, that's true. You probably could get some Chicago tickets pretty cheap. Let's see. Static Dean, Lions versus Baltimore in the Super Bowl. Exclamation point. In your opinion, Lions win big against the Bears. Bears need to lose out to complete next year in the division. There you go. Yeah, maybe they do. Southwest just woke up late, going from bar to bar. Woo! Go King Lions. Hey, hope you had a good time out there, my friend. Man Bear, who got the DWI? Brandon Joseph. Let's see, a couple more here, then I'm out of here. Miles Mark, Crazy Leg Golf. Going to get a few more yards today, maybe even another first down. Oh, yeah, I'll go with that. I'm in Florida for the holidays. Got to find a sports bar to watch the next 2 games in Tullsville. Hoping to see a rocket launch next week. Go enjoy it, my friend. If not, you can watch it online. And that's the digital antenna isn't picking up channel 17 for me as easily, so I might have to watch it online, which does offer a little bit of delay. Phil, congrats on 12K, Dan. Thank you for that. Let's see. Phil, 8 degrees here in Traverse City. Enjoy. Ryan, having pork chops, eggs, and grits with a Waffle House in Florida this morning with Texas Pete hot sauce. Woo! Let's go, Lions. 28-6. I'll take all the above and enjoy the food. That sounds great. Robert, great salutations. Gibbs, 150 total yards. Woo! I like the way you're thinking. All right, couple more, and then I'm out of here. Rocky Laporta gets 2 touchdowns today. J-Mo with 1. Okay. Let's see, Mr. Fusion. Let's go, Lions, 54-23. Man, that would be a beat down. NB. Okay. Let's see. Danny's Brand, good afternoon from the Lions fan in UK. Nervous about today, but hoping for the Lions and Seahawks win. I'm with you on all the above, my friend. Good to see you, and hopefully having a great day. Let's see, Rob, y'all only have to put up with Broski. He has to be Broski. That must hurt. That's a good point there. Very good point there. Rob, it's been an excellent time again. Happy trails until we chat again. We'll see you next time. Miles Margaret, Moonsky, Blade, Wow, and MVU. I'd like to see one of those launches. It would be fun. Derek, avoid a IHOP in Tullsville. Moonsky, Blade, poor service. Fair enough. All right, guys, we're going to go in and get out of here. If there is some sort of breaking news before game day, I'll get it over to you as quick as possible. Otherwise, I'll put the pre-game show or whatever thing up for about 30 minutes before kickoff. I'll get it up here in a moment, just once I'm done with this channel. See you guys on the live cast. If you want to come on over, take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Go Lions, go. And we'll see you guys all in the next Lions Talk Live. Take care now.
Excuse me, sir, would you... Donations to Reverend Moon? Jews for Jesus?
Read about Jehovah's Witness? How about Buddhism?
Help Jerry's kids? Oh, yeah. Scientology?
Or nuclear power?